how do I supply so much milk to Zaza now that I'm pregnant and everybody sees that he's still breastfeeding? The truth is, I'm not. Around 7 months, my supply completely stopped, which is something I did get warned about by my OB. Granted, it doesn't happen to everybody, but it was something that I got told that either he was going to self-wean off because my milk consistency was going to change and the taste was going to change, or my supply would just stop on its own and I wouldn't be able to produce enough. That is what's most common when your hormones were trying to regulate, but now they're changing again due to another pregnancy. In this time, I was really going through it because I felt like the one thing that I was able to produce so much of and nourish my baby, I was failing at. I felt like a failure as a mom. I really did. And it hit me really, really hard. But I prayed and I stayed positive and I did a lot of research. I want to speak on this because I'm not the only mom that goes through this. And then on top of that, I want to share an alternative that has worked for me. Going back, being told by the OB, they're like, well, you're probably gonna just have to go off of formula. Nothing wrong with formula. I just really didn't want to because it was just something that I was able to produce. But I tried it. I tried doing a bunch of research as far as what's the closest formula to breast milk, but in all reality, there just isn't one that's gonna be just like breast milk. And I had to come to terms with that. The ones that I tried were Similac, and then I also tried going the like organic route with Kendamil. He would not take it. And when I tell you he would not take it, I mean, he would fight, he would scream, he would cry. I was getting so overwhelmed and stressed out. I was like, I don't know what to do. This is where I bring awareness to this because I've had multiple moms know that this wasn't even an option. And they've even told me that they wish they knew about this stuff when they weren't able to produce, going through the trenches with a newborn or baby that was looking for breast milk and couldn't. I looked it up and there are moms who donate their milk. Now I know, here's the biggest question. How do you know the milk's safe? How do you know what's in the milk? I joined a mom's group on Facebook. I liked what their protocols were. Every group will have a different listing. Obviously you have to get accepted, or some are very public that you just, hey, I need breast milk, my supply is low. It's just a very vulnerable place for moms that need it. Some will donate and some will obviously charge because, I mean, hello, it's them too. I will just say they list all of their things. So like their diet restrictions, if they're on a diet, what kind of food do they take, if they're high lipase, excuse me if I said that wrong, which is when you have a higher content that kind of makes it taste metallic-y in the milk. Again, did my research on that. There's so many things that go into it. That's why I say, like, I'm bringing awareness to it, so if you want to do it or you feel like you're in that same position that I was, you're able to have that. Something that's great too about this is, like, obviously you get in contact with these moms. You can ask them whatever questions that they want. Part of the requirements on there is, do you smoke and drink? Do you take any medication? Did you have any medication while during your pregnancy that would affect your milk in some type of form? And the thing is, these moms are obviously very transparent. Some do donate to hospitals and they can show that. That's kind of like the route that I went. That kind of made me feel more secure with what I was getting at that time, to know, because obviously a hospital is going to go through all the tests of somebody's milk. I have one girl that I've been going to since my supply stopped, and she's a huge oversupplier. Zaza obviously loves her milk. You've seen all the videos that Larry's posted getting his milk ready. Now let me just say this, because I do feel like I need to make a huge disclaimer, and I feel like this is where people can twist my words. I do not regret getting pregnant so soon. Did I know what would come with the territory? No. Did I find an alternative that worked and my baby is healthy and great and hasn't been sick? Yes. I really don't care what anybody has to say about that. But I do want to say that there are mom groups out there and there are moms that are actually willing to help you. Any questions you guys have, I will answer them. I know I'm never this serious with you guys. You guys see the more goofy side of me, but it's had to be said the way it had to be said. I want to be very transparent with you guys. I never want you guys to think that what I put out there is just glorifying mom life, because mom life is so beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but there's the hiccups in it, and there's the trying to figure it out, and that's also part of the beauty of it. But we're all here together. So on that note, I love y'all. Stay tuned for more of the breastfeeding series. But next topic, we're also gonna have a heavy talk, postpartum depression. Stay tuned.